Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's danahbanana. That was quick. Okay, so today I am doing my eyelash tutorial on how I apply lashes. I mentioned multiple times in this video how I may have skipped something because I'm kind of bad at explaining like in depth to people about stuff like this, but I tried my best. I have been wearing lashes for about 6 years now, at least like 5 to 6 times a week. So it's like the one thing I'm super confident in doing in makeup, and so I do feel like I can truly give you the best advice. Now, if I did leave anything out, just comment down below any questions that you have. I will respond to everyone. So yeah, it's a pretty quick tutorial. It's pretty simple. It's not as hard as it seems. It does take practice, but the steps are really simple. So yeah, I kind of go slightly in depth on that, and just to tell you like how I do it, what I prefer to use, the lashes I prefer to use. So yeah, if you want to learn how to apply lashes, if you're having problems in that area, then just keep on watching. So I am using these are Eyelure. I've used these before. I'm not wearing eye makeup today, and these are my favorite to wear with whenever I don't have makeup on, when I'm just like, I just want to pop some lashes on. These are Eyelure. Cannot for the life of me remember which ones they are, but I know whenever I see them in the store. But I know they're Eyelure. I highly recommend any of Eyelure's lashes if you're looking for something that you can buy in store, because I know sometimes you need them last minute or something like that. I will always recommend Eyelure. They're, to me, one of the best drugstore brands. And the ones that the vlogger series that they have, that they collabed with beauty vloggers to create some, those are my favorites out of the Eyelure collection. The glue I use is the Duo, the black one. It's the liquid one that comes with the stick or whatever, with the brush. Now, they have other forms of it. You kind of have to find what works for you. I've used every single glue that you can get at the store. I heard a really good one for beginners and just all over. Like, a good one is the Huda Beauty one. Not sure, I've never tried it myself, so I can't really recommend it, but I'm just saying I've heard really good things about that one. I stick with this Duo one. This is the black one. So what I do, I'm gonna try not to make this too long. Before I start putting the glue and everything, I take my mascara and I just put a coat on my natural lashes. This helps for whenever you put them on, they'll blend together better. I am so sorry for this constant beeping in my videos. Like, I know you can probably hear it. They're doing work on my apartment complex right now, and I don't even know. I feel like that's what the noise that it makes when it's backing up. Like, are they constantly backing up? I don't know. Like, in my last video, it's like you could hear that the entire time. They stopped. They heard me venting. So I just put one layer. You can do more than that. I just do one. And then I take the lashes. If they're in the box, I always take them and place them over my eye to measure them. You want to make sure that it doesn't go like too far, like where your natural lashes stop. You want to make sure it stops there, and on the inside too. And you definitely don't want to make it go too far inside, because it's just going to aggravate the hell out of you. And that's probably one of the like biggest mistakes that people make, is not trimming their lashes, because if they're too long, it's just, you're setting yourself up for disaster. It's just going to be a hot mess. I've learned, like, whenever I get lashes, I've learned about how much to cut off. I normally cut off like one little section, because like these are in sections, and I'll cut off most lashes do have little bunches, and I'll just cut off one, and normally that's perfect for me. But before you really learn your eyes and learn how to do this, I would just like measure it and just kind of see about how much you need to cut off. These are already trimmed for me, so, but make sure whenever you're doing it, you like make sure it curves, because if you just do it straight, like obviously you're not going to get an accurate measurement, but you just want to like place it there as you would if you were actually applying them, and like this is an okay length for me, so I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to take this and then put it on. This is going to be awkward, but I'm going to like stand up to show you. So you take this, and my brush bristles are like all over the place. This one's like, I need a new one. So you just align the lash band with that. I like this one, this version of the Duo Lash Glue too, because it's easier to have control over, so you don't put too much on. What I do is I put one layer on. I let it sit, and you're not going to be able to see this on camera, but when in person, whenever you put that on, it kind of has a, whenever you first put it on, it has a very slight blue tint to it. So I let that sit until the blue tint is gone and it's just kind of a black and tacky, and then that is when I put it on. Sometimes if the band is thicker, this is a thin band, so I'm not going to do it this time, but if it is a thicker band, I suggest putting the lash glue on it. Once it dries down slightly, adding another layer of the lash glue, and then once it sits for a little bit, then you can put it on your eye, because a thicker band is a little bit harder to work with, and I just found that adding an extra layer of glue really helps to get it to stick onto your eye. So I'm letting it sit because you don't want to put the glue on and immediately put it on your eye, because it will just slide all over the place. It's going to be a hot mess, and you don't want that. So you just have to let it sit for a little bit. I would say about 30 to 45 seconds, and it's been about 45 seconds. Sometimes I use my fingers, but most of the time I will use tweezers. So I take the tweezers and grab in the middle of the lashes, close to the lash band, just like that. Okay, so then I take the lashes and I place them as close to my lash band in the middle. Like, I make sure to focus on pushing it down in the middle first, and then I stick it as close to my lash band as possible, and then I take the outer portion and then stick that down close to my lash band, or my lash line, and then I take the inner corner and do the same thing. And I got a little glue on the inside of my eye, but I'll just take a Q-tip and wipe that. And then I just will go and grab and just kind of push towards my eye. And so then I just kind of keep grabbing it and just very gently pushing against my eye, just to make sure it is set in place. So that is on. It feels comfortable. I can barely feel it. If it is sticking you in any places, if it's super uncomfortable, take it off and just redo it. Take it off, take the glue off and redo it, because it won't get better. If it's uncomfortable, it's probably going to stay like that the whole day. I suggest taking it off and reapplying it, and maybe try repositioning it. If it's hurting you on the inside, try scooting it over more to the outside. And if it's like poking in both spots, you most likely need to trim it again. And I'm like kind of bad at explaining these things. I'm really trying my best. But if you have a question, if there's something that I did not get to in this video, just comment down below and I'll help you with anything. I can give you any advice you need. I put the glue on this one, and now we're just waiting for it to dry. Now I'm going to apply it with my fingers instead of the tweezers. So I do the same thing, but I grab it on the outer portion when I'm using my fingers, and then I just place it. I start with the outer corner first, and then I just move my way, make my way to the, don't do that, don't get it in your eye like I just did. So you can see, I've been doing this for years and I still mess up sometimes. And also, if you put it too far inside, right when you put it on, you can easily just slide it down a little bit because the glue hasn't fully dried yet. So that's your chance to like move it down if you need to. Okay. And I can't see what I'm doing because I got the glue in there. Okay. All right. Now, if you would like to, you can add more mascara. I don't need to because these are already like voluptuous, so I don't really need to. Some people, I used to curl them like with my eyelash curler to really help them like mold together, but I found that I don't really need to do that. If you put it close enough to your lash line, you'll be fine. And it's risky to do this because sometimes the glue will stick to this and then it'll rip your fake eyelashes off. So like I said, I'm really bad at explaining these things. Like, I think that I go in depth, but I really don't go as in depth as people would like. So, but I am really good at replying to my comments. So if I left anything out, anything at all, and you have a question about it, just comment and I will answer. I hope this helped. I really do, because this was so requested. I know people drastically need help with this. Any questions, anything at all, just comment down below and I will answer to everyone. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.